Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday. Kroger still hasn't put out their preview ad, and neither has JC. So, here we are. It has been raining all night long. Thank you, because we have not had rain in so long. But we also haven't had mud in a while, so I had to learn how to figure out where my slippery spots were again. And Solomon now has a nice little duck pond in his kenneled area where he dug his hole. So, with rain comes life and mud. So, we're happy, right? I want to say that, yes, I was very harsh yesterday. But the fact of the matter is you have to be responsible for your behavior. And I'm really, I really have a hard time. I really have a hard time with, on one hand, these people claim it's like a crusade. It's a religious crusade in politics right now. And it's really hard for me to see the leaders of the crusade for white Christian nationalist legislation and Project 2025 justifies their behavior through Jesus. Because what they are doing is not Jesus taught behavior. Following a leader that is so corrupt and actually matches the Bible's description of the Antichrist to a T is hard for me to accept. I mean, Jesus has no problem with immigrants. Children, Jesus loves all the little children of the world. We sang that song, right? He gathered them in that song. We love them all. Well, you're not showing that you love children at all when you don't understand that the behavior of causing children to live every day with armed guards and bomb threats and weirdos walking through calling them names on the streets. To me, that's horrible. These people came from crap. And you're making their lives crap. For what? Doing what they could to bring themselves and their family where they were put into jobs to where they could start over. And we're talking about people that were lawyers, doctors, educated people. This real, I mean, not that matters. It doesn't matter for that. But the fact of the matter is to feel that you're so superior when these people that you have caused terror on are probably more educated than the people that's marching through their town or spreading these lies about them. Because that's what this crusade is. This crusade to take America back in time, to take away civil rights and liberties, and to try to force Christianity on people. I have never seen anyone try to take Christianity away from Christians. I've never ever seen that. This is so similar to the Crusades that killed my people in Scotland and in Ireland. I come from Celtic people who were killed by the Crusades, and I see this. This is history again repeating itself. Justifying un-Jesus taught behavior for a political stance that causes pain, chaos, division, and death. Logical thinking. Logical thinking. There is a part of the Bible that warns us of people like Trump. And every time I see him grift shoes, coins, images, golden images of himself, he's the best, he's the best, he's the best. Everybody's lying if they don't agree with him. General Milley needs to be executed because he didn't agree with him. I mean, just crazy, illogical thinking to agree with him. Critical thinking skills, basic math. 2 and 2 is 4. I don't get it. How you can see this is going to be better for us. You know, I hear about, well, we don't want to send money to this place and we don't want to send money to that place. What if we need their help? What if Trump gets in power? Okay, just listen to me. It's a terrifying thought. But what if Trump gets in power? Project 2025 is put into place. And then he starts feeling paranoid that people are going to shoot him, they're going to kill him. So he calls in martial law because he already said he was going to give the law enforcement's what? Power. Unrestricted power? To go in, take your guns, as well as take people who are not Christians out of homes. What if that happens? What if your daughter or neighbor's daughter or granddaughter gets pregnant due to the fact that she was raped? You're going to make her carry that baby? You're going to have no choice. You're going to have no choice. And once she goes to the doctor and the pregnancy test is affirmed, the government will have the right to go into your private medical records. How do you feel about that? It's really none of their business, but they're making it their business. What if Trump gets in and he calls for martial law, he takes away your guns because he's paranoid, and then he gets us in a skirmish and you have nothing to protect yourself with? You have nothing to protect yourself against your enemy, whoever that is. Do you understand that it can snowball? When you make the criminal king the president of the United States, and he has no guardrails, and he gets paranoid, and his delusions start to get worse. I mean, he's already put in the hands his agendas. They're all in other people's hands because he doesn't want to deal with it, and he can't. He can't. He can't. At the debate, you should have seen that. At his talks, you should be listening because I'm going to tell you something right now. If you print out a speech of Trump and you try to read that and you have any sense at all, you will read those words and be like, well, it doesn't make a sentence. It doesn't make sense because he's leaving what is necessary to make it matter out because he doesn't have it. No Congress shall promote one religion over another. And that's constitutional. So calling yourself a patriot will do you no good if you allow the Constitution to be dismantled in any way, shape, or form. Do you understand that? Okay. Bitcoin and crypto. Now your leader wants to take money in other ways because he knows that he's another big money scam. And this is the point of the fact that if he loses, he's starting this Bitcoin crypto kind of thing. He has no clue what it is. But be warned, that is a way to not control your money. That is a way that your money is no longer money. Beware. I have a lot to do today. I'm going to show you some of it. I've been sorting some of my preps in the bathroom. And of course, I started on the kitchen. You saw me do that first part, which I am so glad is over. I need to do the other big shelf, move out canning jars, move them somewhere else, get them closer, get all my canning stuff ready to rock and roll. Because I start canning about now, next month. When it starts getting colder, I'll do something in the morning with a baked good or something like that. As it starts getting colder, I'll do some jars of jelly, I'll do some pickles, I'll do something. So I want to make sure I got all my jars and all my lids and rings and everything are right there. So that way when I go to the store and I find something that I think is worth pickling, I can do that. I'm going to make a jug of pickling juice. My brine, I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator and I'll just make a jar here and there as I go. That's how we're doing it this year. One jar at a time if we have to. So I'm not certain what we are looking towards. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on who starts what. But let me tell you something. There's something I keep hearing, and I've got to say, I've never heard, and I'm going to say this, I've never heard a Democrat or an independent say anything about starting a civil war. And yet, I keep hearing that they are. And I feel defamed over that because I've never seen Democrats charge the Capitol and kill people. I've never seen Democrats take a shot at Trump. I've never seen Democrats go marching through a city over lies. So, who's amping up the violence, the rhetoric, and the propaganda that's causing chaos and terrorizing cities? Who is that? It's not the Democrats. It's MAGA. I'm not going to say Republicans anymore. I'm not going to say conservatives anymore because MAGA is its own party. You did it. They tried it back, I don't remember what year it was. They tried to do the Tea Party thing, and everyone was saying Rhino or Tea Party and all that. Well, you got your Tea Party now. It's called MAGA. MAGA is who wants the Civil War. MAGA is who I see it come out of their mouth. I see the interviews at the rallies. I saw a woman that said, if Trump doesn't get in, there'll be a civil war. And she was an older lady, and I thought, wow, is old lady Nanny going to get out there and get her bayonet on her rifle. If you don't prepare, I don't know what to tell you, because there are so many things that can be done in a blink of an eye. Get on it, because MAGA will not stop. They're already talking about a stolen election. It wasn't stolen last time. And I think what's the big fear right now with the MAGA, ugh, uppities, the uppities of MAGA, the MAGA maggots. I don't know. What do you call them? The upper echelon of MAGA. They don't care about regular MAGA. So they're hyping it up, getting you all stirred up, telling you lies, sending you other places. Oh, excuse me. That was actually a relief. I haven't eaten yet, and I'm drinking a soda right now just because I wanted some sugar water in me. I was tired of coffee. But here's what I want to say in closing. Justifying unJesus behavior for political stance in our country is not being a patriot. Justifying violence, justifying the idea of a stolen election when there's never been one, as far as I know, except for 2016, because the popular people, that wasn't right. But you're starting to defame again. Don't defend Democrats when you talk about civil war. I've never seen it. I've never heard it. But you can go on and find interviews with Trump supporters everywhere. You can watch YouTube channels where they say we're headed for civil war. But who's initiating it? It's not Democrats. The division that MAGA has put in place will cause it again. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I've got stuff to do.